Morning folks, I'm Dave Canterbury with the Pathfinder School. What we're going to do this morning is we're going to talk about the reverse figure 4 deadfall trigger. And the reverse figure 4 deadfall trigger is a very good triggering device to use if you are micro trapping. And I'm talking about mice, rats, chipmunks, things like that are going to set this trap off very easily. It is a push down type device, just like the figure 4, depending on how you set it up. But it's a very, very sensitive trigger system. Sometimes it's a little touchy to set up and take some getting used to, but I'm going to show you the tips and tricks to make it easy today. Stay with me. Okay, this is a properly set reverse figure 4 deadfall. You have the bait stick more than halfway back in the back of the trap. You have a 30-degree angle or thereabouts on the deadfall itself. Again, that's the biggest mistake I see with people making deadfalls, is the angle is way too high, giving the animal the opportunity to escape before the deadfall comes down. Small animals like rodents and ground squirrels are very, very fast. You have to have the least margin for error possible. Now, the way this trap works is it's an interlocking device with a slide lever here that the trap slides down on, kicking everything out of the trap except for the bait stick. And you have a notch here holding the bait stick and a round here that goes against the pole here. And I always leave that round as well. I don't flatten that out. And then you have a notch here that creates your levering device. Okay, so the animal comes in and all he has to do is touch the end of this bait stick and the trap's coming down. It doesn't take much force. You can see trap components are outside the trap except the bait stick, just like the Paiute deadfall and the figure 4. All right, let's talk about trap components. 3 sticks, just like the figure 4. Just a little bit of reverse order on this thing and a little different action of the mechanics. What you're going to do is you're going to take your upright or your post stick and you're going to just make a point on the end of it, just wedge both sides. I usually dress the bottom of it. You don't have to do that. Turn this sideways so those pieces won't roll around so much. Okay, so we put that in the ground. Then we have a stick here that has a couple notches in it. It has a 7 notch here with kind of a flattened area here at the top. And it has a 7 notch on the reverse side here, just like an L7 trigger. So this would be an L7 trigger from there down. Okay? Same concept. This rests on top of this post and becomes a pivot because our deadfall rests right on the edge here, which pushes everything out of the way when the trap goes off. Our bait stick goes against our pole here, and you have 1 log cabin notch in that and then a point. And this comes down and rests right here, just like this, pushing friction against this pole. And so you have weight leaning down on top of this, which is pushing this into this and this into your support pole. As soon as this is dislodged, the trap goes off because this will slide down, letting the weight come down and push everything out of the way. Okay, so when we set this trap up, we're going to take our support pole and we're going to put our pivot stick here, just like this. And we're going to put our deadfall device right here. And we want that pole to be on the outside of our deadfalling device. This support pole should always be on the outside, and you should be right at the edge of that pivot. Then you just take your stick and put it in the notch here, drop it against this pole, just like this, and let go. It's a very simple trap to set. Again, when the trap goes off, these 2 pieces are kicked outside the trap.